Sandra from Asexualize My Asexual Life. How are you doing on this fine day? So today I want to talk to you about porn repulsion. What is it and what does it mean? First of all, if you don't know who I am Sandra Bellamy, author of this awesome Asexual Perspectives 47 Asexual Stories book. Check it out on Amazon. So yes, what is porn repulsion? So I am porn repulsed. I'm naked repulsed, so I cannot stand naked bodies, particularly females. If I have to see a naked body, I'd rather see a guy's body naked because I am not attracted to women whatsoever. If I see naked women's bodies, it just makes me feel sick, right? I just don't like it. I'm okay with seeing my own body. I'm quite into that these days because I've trained myself well in front of the mirror to think I'm gorgeous, beautiful, sexy, hot. But my own body is the only woman's body I actually like naked. I am not interested. It makes me feel gross. I first got grossed out by nudity when I knew that I was grossed out by nudity really strongly when I went to a place called Centre Parks in the UK, and this woman was talking to me in the change room stark naked. I felt so sick, but she was kind of in my way for getting out, and she was talking to me about how I was, etc., being polite and nice, and I was like, I just don't want to see it. It's disgusting to me. And so porn, obviously, to me, I don't watch it. To me, it's hideous and disgusting. I hate seeing that type of thing. I don't like nudity on cinema and sculptures, in paintings, and especially don't like porn because, you know, I think there's a big difference personally between seeing someone naked when you're in a serious committed relationship and looking at a complete stranger naked, right? I know some asexuals, quite a lot of asexuals do still watch porn. They masturbate to it, right? I know that a lot of asexuals don't mind naked bodies. I realise I'm in the minority. But if any of you out there are really not just naked repulsed, but porn repulsed as well, which I think goes hand in hand, really. If you're naked repulsed, then it probably goes hand in hand, but not necessarily. But if you feel like I do, then you're not alone, you know. I just want you to know that. So I met a really beautiful aesthetically beautiful looking, shall I say, Indian guy on Facebook dating. I really want to be with an Indian guy. I've decided that now. I can't really keep having these other guys coming into my life because it's just not what I want. I know it's kind of crazy, but there's still thousands of Indian guys in the UK and around the world. So I think I just need to focus on what I really want, and I really want to be with an Indian guy. I just can't find the right one for me at the moment. So I met a really nice, beautiful, aesthetically beautiful Indian guy. Just stunningly beautiful. He didn't mind about birth certificate age, or, you know, and we have some stuff in common. And yeah, I'm really aesthetically attracted to him. But, you know, in talking to him, it's really nice because he accepted that I'm asexual. He wasn't like other guys who were, you know, like giving me 1,001 questions about it. He just accepted it, was really nice about it, really supportive, really encouraging, said he could be without sex, but he does like naked women's bodies. That's really apparent from stuff he's liked through his Facebook. And, you know, when a guy is that intent on looking at naked women's bodies, like to the point where they've liked pages of women that have barely got a leaf over their bits, you know, really their focus is going to be very, very sexual in that respect. And, you know, I would worry about them not being faithful, even though they assured me they would be. And, you know, I kind of see, like, well, I do see people looking at other naked bodies when they're in a relationship as being unfaithful. I have to say that's my personal point of view. I know many people won't share it, and that's fine. I understand that. And I understand this guy is not asexual, so of course he's going to be more sexually inclined. I get that. I do understand that. But there are some sexual guys that, you know, do prefer intelligence. They prefer a woman's brain to her body. They get turned on by that, actually. Sapiosexual, for example. I mentioned sapio-asexual is what I am, amongst other things, which means I'm asexually attracted to intelligence, right? And that's what I need as well. You know, when I said the other day, I really need intelligent conversation, and I find some sexual guys don't give me enough intelligent stimulus. I don't know whether that's because they are more geared towards looking at a woman physically than actually having deep intellectual conversation. I like a guy to talk to me like his best friend. I think a lot of the time, if foreign guys were talking to their woman or girl they're interested in, like their best male friend, I think their relationship or potential relationship would just skyrocket. But the trouble is, guys, especially foreign guys, they don't tend to see their female potential partner in that way. They seem to like separate, oh, here's my mate, blah blah blah, and really like, you know, like they're having a bromance or something. This is just my general observation of foreign guys in general, right? Not this specific guy I'm talking about. So yeah, I just think, you know, I do think for every guy that should be treating the girl that they want to be with more like their best friend, you know, and really engaging in deep conversation. Anyway, going back to this guy, I can't be in a relationship with someone who does that, who's looking at porn and really, really intently looking at loads of women naked. It's just not who I am. It's not the type of standard I want for myself. I want a guy who's seriously committed to me and who has better things to be doing with his time than looking at that. Like an entrepreneur guy, I'm not saying entrepreneurs don't look at that. There's bound to be quite a lot probably do. But there's some entrepreneur guys that they've got more things like intelligence to be thinking about, and, you know, like proactively, you know, developing themselves personally, professionally. Some spiritual guys don't need to look at that type of thing. Some spiritual guys actually, you know, want to retain their energy by not actually masturbating and doing stuff. There's quite a lot of videos about stuff like semen retention and things like that. Also, although they're not asexual, they're kind of like thinking it's better to control themselves and stuff. I'm not saying that's good for everyone to do that. You know, and personally, you know, I can, if I see any naked stuff by accident, I want to do stuff to myself with no one else involved, not do stuff with other people. But that's what I'm like, you know, I can get aroused and I can not have anyone involved. I don't need to watch porn to get aroused. I really don't. It's too easy for me to get aroused, unfortunately, by kissing. But, you know, I'm glad. I don't want another person involved. To me, which I know I'm very, very odd in this way, to me, I'd rather not have anyone involved in my pleasure unless I'm actually in a relationship with someone, you know? I feel it's better to be faithful in the mind, as well as in the person, you know, in person. So I think it's really important. So I would rather not involve other guys and other people in anything that would give me any pleasure physically. I mean, I don't tend to do much masturbation stuff these days because I'm really not into it. It's not really my thing. I prefer just smogging a guy if I had one. But as I've got a broken ankle at the moment, there's not much going to happen there. And personally, I prefer kissing in a relationship to just kissing random guys. So yeah, I guess I'll have to wait longer to find my asexual soulmate, or my soulmate who might not be asexual but can actually be that sex because they ain't that bothered about it and they think there's much more beauty in personality in the face and in the mind. I think that would be a much better thing for me to have, you know. Is it hard dating when you're asexual? Of course it's damn hard, you know, especially when I'm porn repulsed. So my repulsion for porn is that strong that I don't like someone else doing it if I'm in a relationship with them. I can't tell them what to do. I don't want to control a guy. Honestly, I just don't. So I need to find a guy who naturally doesn't want to do that, because I believe people should be who they want to be. I think if a guy really is into a woman, then maybe he would give up that type of life if he wasn't so into it, if it didn't mean that much to him, if he had a girlfriend. But as I'm naked repulsed and don't want to show my body off, you know, for a highly sexual guy, that probably wouldn't be enough, because they'd be like, well, I want to see your body if I'm not seeing other people's. And they'd usually want to see other people's as well. And I respect people are different, you know. I wouldn't ever want to try and control or change someone. I'd only ever, you know, want a guy who's not like that naturally, or who just wanted to change because he wanted to change, not because I've said, oh, change, because obviously the guy would just do it all behind my back. So, and I thought, can I be with a guy? Because obviously if he likes porn, he's being honest and he likes naked bodies. You know, I value honesty over anything. But even though I value honesty over everything, and I'm glad this person was honest, and, you know, I'm glad a lot of guys are honest with me. I had a guy before on Facebook dating a long time ago who said he was into porn as well. But I just personally can't have it because it's not my standard and I'm not comfortable. I'm not comfortable thinking I'd be in a relationship with a guy who's going around doing that. You know, when I'm not there and stuff, it's just not nice. And I have to say, one of my exes was really horrible to me, my last long-term ex. Like, I came home one day and it was when we were like, it was when, before I came to live where I live now to get away from the relationship. But yeah, so it was disgusting. I don't know if I've ever said this on here, but basically I went home and it was a time when he was going to leave me. And yeah, anyway, to cut a long story short, he started telling me that he'd been masturbating to Britney Spears videos while I've been working. And so, you know, I really hated Britney Spears for quite a long time after that. Then after a while, I was just like, well, it's not her fault, is it? Do you know what I mean? But I hated that. And he knew it, because he knew I hated stuff like that. So he just did it on purpose to really hurt me. One is he did it when I wasn't there anyway, and I didn't know he was doing that type of stuff. And two, I guess I'm quite, like, in my mind, quite innocent like that. Although I knew that he liked a lot of pop videos, and I knew he liked a lot of body stuff. You know, I guess that just shows how repulsed I am by it, you know. And, you know, it's hard because if I'm watching movies with a guy, I don't want to be watching movies where a guy is, you know, watching scantily clad women. I mean, I've got Fast and Furious on DVD and I watched it the other day, but the worst thing about that is it's a really good action film, but I just hate the fact that women are wearing basically a G-string up their ass and they're scantily clad. It's just like, why the hell do you have to put that in there? You know, it just spoils the film for me. It makes me really uncomfortable and feeling sick. But the actual action is good. Not that action, but the rest of the action's good. So yeah, it's a little bit sad as well at the end. But, you know, I just can't be with a guy who does that. But, you know, you never know if a guy's doing that. If he might not be honest about it, and that is worse, really. But I think, you know, I hate porn, but like some guys that look at porn and they like those pages, you know, with women that have got nothing on barely. It's just like too much, you know. I would question whether a guy like that could actually live without sex, because if he's that way inclined to really love women's bodies that much, and I wouldn't want to be naked, I just can't see it working out long term. You know, I would think that they would need to be someone someone who's highly sexual and into showing their body off. You know, I don't think a woman needs to show her body off to be beautiful. I'm attracted to a guy's face, not below the waist. So some guys must be the same as me. I think asexual guys probably are. I really would love to find an asexual Indian guy that was so into kissing as much as me. But so far, no such luck. You know? So anyway, I guess I'll persist on and off with Facebook dating. See if there are anyone else out there that happens to be a decent person. I think this person seems nice enough to, you know, in and of themselves. I don't think they're a particularly horrible person. Like I said, they gave me great respect with my asexuality. I was really, really pleased about that. They purposely didn't start talking to me about sexual stuff because they were clear that I wasn't interested in that. So I do really, really, really respect that for that. You know, I was the one who saw their Facebook page and saw they'd liked a page to do with a woman that's barely got any clothes on. So, you know, and I like the fact they were honest about it, you know, the fact they didn't lie. That was a really good thing, you know. But even if people are honest and that's what they should be, sometimes you're just not suitable for each other, you know. But anyway, yeah, I think I'll still be friends with the guy. He seems like an okay guy. Of course I'm attracted to him, and of course he's attracted to me. So that makes things a little bit more complicated. As you know, I don't experience any platonic attraction whatsoever. So that's just really difficult for me, you know. It's like I can't help being attracted to him. You know, and the attraction's really powerful, so it's very difficult. But yeah, I have not seen him on video camera ever yet, and I don't know if I ever will, and yeah, so who knows. But anyway, I will keep looking for my Indian asexual soulmate, or Indian soulmate who might not be asexual. And, you know, I just feel happier that I've kind of decided I want an Indian guy, because I just feel like, if I have another guy that's not Indian, I'll be accepting second best, even though I haven't found the best guy for me yet anyway. But I just feel better, you know. Anyway, yeah, porn repulsion is when you can't stand it. Porn makes you want to throw up. The idea of porn makes you want to throw up. If you see anything, it makes you sick. Feel sick. Any porn stuff, you just can't stand it whatsoever in any way, shape or form. And you don't really want to be with someone who's watching that as well, you know. And it's just like, ugh. So that's kind of porn repulsion in a nutshell. Anyway, I hope you found this video useful, helpful, and insightful. If you did anyway, please, please, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave your comments below. Some of them are being deleted off certain videos. I'm really sorry about that. It's got nothing to do with me. It's YouTube that's deleting some comments. I read all your comments that flash up in notifications, or some of them are sent by email. So I do still read them. I love you dearly. I wish I could live stream on this channel, but as you know, I can't, because YouTube cut off all that. But I love you dearly. I miss you incredibly. And you're amazing. Anyway, speak to you soon. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that great big bell icon so you get notified of every time I post a new video. Lots of love to you always. Bye.